Okay, well, Texan is heating up, alright? So, I want to expand, but the Sugar Timmer vid, alright? That was the MVP, that's what I tried to do, literally, when I was growing up watching A&Bs for a long time. I'm gonna, I repeat, how I based the reality show was based off of, 8th grade and Goofy Movie After Today. Because if you don't recognize, it has, a lot of rhyming. It has excessive rhyming. And what that means is, okay? So my point right there is that it's not easy to replicate, okay? All right? Because most people, bullshit themselves where it comes to actual, work criteria. And match their friends. Now, before I get into the Chicken Tenor video, I'm gonna, flat out say, I'm glad you're still watching. That when they're saying, oh, Eric's had all these good years, really forcing him to live in high school, lately, forcing him to regret shit, this, and that, lately, I'm gonna flat out say that none of those years are good. You wanna know why? Because you're talking to your imaginary friend, but you were talking to mine, literally, illegitimately, twice as much as me. Meaning that you asked baby for advice after you raped somebody, or you forgot the whole fucking pointy ties that they hear they're supposed to say to you, motherfucker. And it's true. It's very fucking true, okay? Because the moral of that is I told you, make it a fair fight. Don't be talking legally to my imaginary friend while I'm yelling at you. Literally, then trap me in a no cat straight to cause a fixed situation. Alright? Because what that shit Timber video is telling you is you actually look at the other ones all the way back in 8th grade, and let's just cut the chase, literally. I've seen way worse cutouts. I've seen way worse cutouts from Michael, What I was going to do is I was going to have Chicken Barrow, literally with a robbing mask, literally when the cutout was bad. But I already did enough, right? That's a part of Morse code and Panama. That's also part of Hollywood, all right? When I do something, literally, that looks superficial to you, but it's a shitty cutout to me, all right? Like when she rocks, right? That is literally a part of, how celebrities and other people feel. Now, rewinding the fact, a lot of things that you don't understand is that when I tell you about Blood, the older brother, literally how they have gang member fights on top of basketball, you're not beating them a fight night. I repeat, you're not beating them in the actual definition of a fight, because literally that means not only do they fight more than one time, unlike how you come at, Uncle Tommy, shout out to him, because on the day of Akira Toriyama's passing, Dragon Ball, all right? It's still a mystery if he's alive or not, if you don't actually know shit, because some crazy Asian, prot Chris, psychiatrist, something higher than, a psychologist, all right? Could be blocking, people for real shit, that's grainy, all right? What that is that's blaming the uncle versus the dad, the one has his own envision, all right? So the day of, Akira Toriyama's, death, when we celebrate, this year, all right? I saw the one Dragon Ball exclusive episode with my brother when there's only one anime character that's not included in the manga that I got for the VO Geek the World once. So shout out that I got expressed my love for DBZ back in the day. So through Geekdom's eyes, literally that's the same. Literally as fucking him being dead in real life because of the situation where he's reading it. Alright? So I have no idea what's good with that. I celebrate his birthday on paper like so, alright? So, in the reality show, I'm Zane. Literally, in the hood, I'm Chaz, and nothing's being done. But, let me tell you something, alright? What I was gonna say in the last video is I put that Sadie Sparks to the test. I put that Erica to the test, and you still wanted to pretend that it was making the pussy wet. It's not good, alright? Alright? So, the whole problem with that A and B is that it took way too long to do, but in actuality, alright? In duality, this video shouldn't even be that long. The reason why I'm saying it is because this is, firing and coming at cause and effect. That not putting two together, while not putting you in a situation two together is beneficial. You sold yourself, like, a full-on gangster to an autistic kid, alright? Now you can't do anything normal. Now you can't do anything simple, alright? Now, when you avoid real pain, that's when tragedy pain comes in the picture, alright? Because the truth, on mathematics of this shit is I knew some of the voice actors were in trouble. Like Die Guy Defenders, I've seen that shit every single day. I see his Noel. I see his Noel. It's funny as fuck. The green motherfucker, literally the one that sounds like an angry scientist. I see his Noel. Alright? It's funny as shit. They're doing the exact same shit I was doing at the Southline Mall and everything, alright? Now, when it comes to that song, Teenage Dirtbag, best believe my mom is fucking me up where it comes on board principle. You're not a teenager, you're a grown man. If 1,000 times you're not getting anything through me, fuck cause and effect, fuck blood, literally 30 years old, no car, literally every single 30-year-old under your age literally has his own house and own kids, alright? Why you think that shit literally on the Crimson Chin literally says Lizard his mom, alright? And that was true. What the devil implies that gangs are dangerous. Gangs don't want you to have your own shit. With the Catch 22, they'll let you have your own shit, literally, if you're a fucking loser. Literally, if people can clown you, saying that, oh, he's just bulky on the outside, but he's a stuffed animal dove on the inside, alright? They're allowed that shit, but when they have a full-on, story like me and Erica, it won't happen, alright? Because they want society to be for losers. They want everything to be, skin deep. They don't want anything really to go into detail. That's why they want you to call out alpha male strategies. Well, he's doing the same thing as me. He's calling out people, they just saying bullshit. Literally fucking, make the die for a buck, literally make the buck literally backflip backwards, alright? It's stupid. It's completely fucking stupid. I'm seeing all this shit like Time Squad, literally, they were told about go back to school for 1,000 times, literally, and, that's the truth, literally. So you're pulling all this shit, but as soon as I bring up Blue Orange, you crumble, alright? It's stupid. That means you want to, use your imaginary friend to get over, but don't want to use real life literally to, a trigger case. So what ended up happening was, when I kept on watching Dorothy, you kept on working with the bitch chop in my brain. Guess what happened? Something leaked through. Alright, I said bullshit. Literally, he gonna kick me out anytime. Literally, I was damn near homeless for a fucking minute. You viewed it as literally, it's not you being homeless. You just don't want my anime, literally to be above autism, which is what I'm fighting for. So I'm like, fuck that, alright? It's true. It's very fucking true. With things coming to a picture, So what's happening right now is the mirage is creating all the times I've been on stage with Timothy Delgado, but in reality, I see the exact same thing coming out of somebody's mouth, alright? This video should not be that fucking long, okay? I should not have to wake up and cause effect every morning. That's why I caught the Life and Boys, I caught the Mr. Young. It was the perfect Friday. Mwah! Literally, fucking 30 has some of the best fucking Fridays in the world, alright? So, that's your short summary. This video should not be that long, but this is, our early burger mood tricks. I hope you got the gist. So, anything you feel with what I did in the vibe video, don't fight against it, or else you'll fall right into my trap unless you want to happen yourself.